What up, YouTube Digital? First off, I just saw one of the fucking most stupid fucking videos I've seen in a very long time. In one aspect, the person's right. There are some bad people out there. But then the person went on to say something about south of the border. And the fucking person can suck my dick. People can go look back in these and see where I've sat there and randomly told people to go fuck themselves. You know, driving down the freeway, some gangbanger throws a fucking sign at, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. You know, two fucking dope dealers out in front of the house. I make them think I'm 5'0". Yeah, really. Do I look like a fucking cop? But, see, that's what this type of person doesn't understand. He doesn't have the mental ability to understand how a con man works. A con man is the same thing as a player. What is the difference? What is the difference between a player and a woman beater? A woman beater is just lazy. And he ain't got time for a whole bunch of fucking stupid bitches. So he finds himself one. And a few more on the side. What's the fucking difference? How do these guys work? They're con men. They pull cons. They scam. They do shit by reading people. It's the only gift my dad gave me that was worth anything. It was worth the beatings. It was worth being punched as an infant. And, yes, punched. I normally don't get pissed because it takes a lot to actually get me going. And when I do, it's not good to be around. It's not good for people. People tend to get hurt. Hurt pretty bad. And I don't fucking care. Even if I get my own ass kicked, I don't care. It's something that went out the door a long time ago. And when people go around and they give themselves a false sense of security because some fucking stupid jackass on YouTube wants to provide fucking bullshit, I'm sorry, but I have ripped people off. I'm not bragging about it. I wish I never did it. It's something that I wish I could take back, but I can't. Was I caught? No. Because I was too smart. I would eventually have gotten caught. Everybody does. I was too smart for that, too. Meaning that I didn't stay doing it. Did I build a reputation? Yeah. Did I get put in the gang books? Yeah. I'm in something that Tupac ain't in. People talk about, you know, like, he was a fucking... No, he wasn't. He wasn't. It's fucking bullshit. Sorry, I'm from outside the Bay. Tupac is a cool guy, but yeah. He ain't no gang database, I'll tell you that much. California has a gang database, and they use your membership or your association with gangs as an enhancer to crimes. It's like doing a strong arm robbery, and you could do one with a baseball bat, or you can do one with this. This adds an enhancer. You can do one with a baseball bat, or you can do one with a gun. That adds an enhancer. Now, in my last video, I pointed out two people that one had a stiffy, which I still don't get. Well, I get, but guess they missed that in editing. Anywho, I don't care. I really don't. If they go that way, that's fine with me. I don't give a shit. As long as they don't fucking try to invite me, I don't give a fuck what they do. But, anywho. I'm looking at something someone sent me, and this is something that I'm talking about right here. This is something that people need to really understand, because people who know just a little bit can fuck you up by you doing something stupid. Now, like in those mental cases where people supposedly flip out and they do these heinous crimes, they don't flip out. They've been flipped out. They don't. My dad had killed two of my brothers. After we finally got away in 1979 and hid out at a shot caller's house. And that's when I got attacked by the Doberman. The divorce went through, finally. And my mom got an apartment. No one knew where it was. No one knew. First day of school, I come home and walk home, and I felt cool because I was, fucking 8 years old. Walked to school for the first time. Come home, Mom beat the fuck. 9 months later, my sister's born. I didn't put two and two together because I didn't know. And I still don't know how he found out. Nobody, even family didn't know. We just got the place. We just moved in 3 days. Don't know. But anywho, he clearly was able, I think he was able to do it by child support. Yeah, I won't go into how, but let's watch this guy. This is Filipino, and I like it because it shows what fucking up can do. Okay? And I just found his Filipino combat knife fighting. And this guy is fucking quick.
I am about to show the principles of speed, timing, power, and accuracy. In this manner, I am going to show the knuckle breaking technique, the wrist breaking, the elbow breaking and the neck breaking at the same time.
He's basically gonna break this guy's fucking shit. Like, he's gonna grab the wrist, he's gonna throw an elbow at the fist, which will probably break most of the bones in your hand. And when you're punching, you want to lead with your middle finger. A lot of people don't know that. They might lead with the outside, your pinky, or whatever else. And leading is like, you're going in, like this. You want to go in and, fucking go square on. And you want that impact to hit as middle as possible. Otherwise, you can break a finger. But this guy is going to crack the fist, crack the wrist, crack the elbow, and then go up to the neck. Now, obviously, the neck is not going to break that easy. It could actually do, depending on the person. But even if it doesn't, it will stop the attacker, because your spinal cord will still reboot. And I know a lot about that with my problems.
Best body mechanics in order for you to break the knuckles, to break the wrist, to break the elbow, and at the same time to break the neck. Therefore, it is important that the speed should be applied in a fast manner. So, elbow break, followed by the wrist breaking, the elbow breaking, and the neck breaking. So in this manner, the procedure.
Now watch this.
Transition should be applied. So
now look, even if he didn't break, he's got the arm,
control the body.
And he's holding the guy.
From here, we can accelerate.
Look at him, right there. Okay, now right there, that's another one of these holds that are good, because you're doing minimal exertion. Even if you don't need the guy, even if the guy had a knife in his hand, in his free hand, you could step back to the side because of the shoulder movement, and you can put a knife to the top of his head, scrape it backwards to remind him that, hey, I got a knife in my hand, you stupid fuck. But these types of moves are ones you want to learn in grappling, where you are not putting out the force to play around. And I know what those guys were doing was like a kata or whatever, but it's like pro wrestling in that first lockup. That's bullshit. Sure, it could be something if both people really cinched down and really did it, but what are they really doing? Nothing. They're not doing anything. And that's kind of what they were doing, is they were, going back and forth, switching. But what the problem was is, in modern fighting, your head needs to be protected. And putting it underneath somebody else's head is a fucking no-no. You could take Kimbo Slice, you could take Tank Abbott, Dan Severn, Ken Shamrock, the old school actual, like, maybe MMA trained, but mostly street fighters, and show them that, and they would just fucking piss themselves. They would fucking laugh. Because it serves no purpose, and you're giving somebody something to break. And I'm going to get into this next part in the next video. Let's see what else this guy has. Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, shit. If that guy dropped right now, if he dropped on his knees in that position right there, that would probably snap both of his shoulders, and fuck, man, that would really fuck him up. And that's the thing, is, he could pretty much turn it into kind of like a modified DDT and bump his forehead off the ground. One other thing I noticed, that when those guys were doing things, and I see this mistake a lot watching street fight videos, is when you get into something like this and you want to take it down, you gotta be careful on how you do it, because you don't there's another video on here where Leland Chapman, Dog the Bounty Hunters. Oh, look at that! Ooh, I like that. Ooh, oh, fuck yeah! Ooh, I like that one. I'm gonna have to watch. Ooh, yeah. See, like that. Yeah. Now you can just slap the fucker. Slap him. Do you need to shoot him? No. You can just slap him. Look at that shit. You just fucking slap him. Poke them in the eye, just fuck with them. Pluck their eyebrows out. Get some pliers out, do some shit. Get a lighter out, burn them. You can fuck with them. Don't take the fun out of it. Have fun. Just don't be putting swastikas on their forehead or shit. Like I didn't do that, but I like that.
While you are engaging into the other side of the hand.
See, this is what I like right there. He's got his wrist he can snap his knee, he can bust this shoulder right here, he can really fuck up his neck. But he's putting it in a motion that's spinning. And that's what I'm going to talk about in the next vid. Because
and by breaking his arm, see? And by
see, he can do whatever he wants with the guy. He can pick his nose. Hear the cat meow. I like that. I like this guy. I really like this guy. This guy's pretty cool. I don't like a lot of Filipino fighting because a lot of it, what is it? Yeah, this one, the Kali or whatever, where they're getting way too into the swinging moves and shit. I don't like that one, but this I like. That was some good shit right there. That's some good shit. The one thing that I hate is I'm going to show this. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. And I'll try and start. Fucked up. Okay, this guy thinks he's cool. Look at him all like puffed up. Now, I will say that very common right now is, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu armbar. That's been a favorite since UFC 3, I think. But I haven't seen too many people get out of it. And Leland does an awesome job getting out of it. He doesn't win because he makes a mistake and it's with his body. more than anything. You can see some Muay Thai. Now Leland, right there, the guy's charging him, so Leland wants to take him down. But he takes him down straight, and he kind of DDTs him. Now watch, the guy charges him, so Leland gets his arm around his head, and then he drops back in like a DDT. Bam. Now that guy did have some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because you could see that he was already starting to crab on him. He was getting his legs wrapped up. Now the problem with the takedown like that is you end up on the bottom and your opponent ends up on top and you took the blow. That's why I like swing. See? It lets the gas out. Now watch this shit though. The guy goes for the arm bar pretty fast. Right here. He goes in. He's locked. He's almost has it. Perfect. But I mean, he has Leland's hand right here. And I mean, his head is locked. His legs are over his body. The only thing is Leland thinks faster and spins. And that's what saves him. Bam. And he's right out of it. Now, where Leland makes a mistake is he goes back on the attack, and he should have backed off. He goes back on attack. He should have already realized this guy knows BJJ, so back up. You know, really be protective of your moves. And this guy is basically going to wrap himself in his upper body, and Leland does not have the core strength to get him off. And what you got to do is basically power bomb him in wrestling and in pro wrestling. You know, pick him up, fucking slam him down. Leland does not have that core strength to do it, and the guy is slowly constricting him, and it's not. See, Leland right there, he's on all fours. He can move front and back. He can rock. He just does not have the power to sit back, pick him up, and throw him down. So if you are training, when you're done with the heavy bag, take that heavy bag off and practice that right there. Get on your knees. Sit your ass on the ground, take the heavy bag, slam it down, pick it back up, slam it down, pick it back up, slam it down. Because you need to do that as somebody crabs on you like this. I mean, this guy's got his fucking knees on his shoulders and everything else, and Leland can just walk off. He can't pick him up. He can't do it. And see where he fails. He has to tap out. He's not hurt. There's nothing physically wrong with him. He's not even being choked out as far as being in fear of being KO'd. The guy is just too tangled in him, and he couldn't pick him up. Don't be that. Get your heavy bag and practice that. That was one of the things that my teacher, who in high school was a AAA wrestler, boxer, and he always was like, at the end of the day, that's what we were doing. We were picking up the heavy bag off the ground, and slamming it and power bombing it. And I had no problem with it. But back then I could do 750 max on my legs, only about 4 reps, 5 reps. But I can do 3 tens of 5 whatever. They had a weird setup where it's the one pedal's above, it's like 750 max, and then the next one below is like 550, some bullshit like that. And I could do 3 tens on the second one, but you gotta have that core strength.